Good evening. Congressman John Lewis, before his passing, wrote, "Democracy is not a state. It is an act." And what he meant was that America's democracy is not guaranteed. It is only as strong as our willingness to fight for it, to guard it, and to never take it for granted. And protecting our democracy takes struggle, it takes sacrifice, but there is joy in it. There is progress, because we, the people, have the power to build a better future. And when our very democracy was on the ballot in this election, with the soul of America at stake, and the world watching, you ushered in a new day for America. To our campaign staff and volunteers, this extraordinary team, thank you for bringing more people than ever before into the democratic process, and for making our victory possible. And to the poll workers and election officials across our country who work tirelessly to make sure every vote is counted. Our nation owes you a debt of gratitude. You have protected the integrity of our democracy. To the American people who make up our beautiful country, thank you for turning out in record numbers to make your voices heard. And I know the time has been challenging, especially the last several months. The grief, sorrow, and the pain, the worries, and the struggles. But we have also witnessed your courage, your resilience, and the strength of your vision. And then, for 4 years, you marched and organized for our lives and for our planet. And then you voted. You delivered a clear message. You chose hope, unity, decency, science, and yes, truth. You chose Joe Biden as the next president of the United States of America. Joe is a healer, uniter, a tested and steady hand. A person whose own experience of loss gives him a sense of purpose that will help as a nation reclaim our sense of purpose. A man with a big heart who loves with abandon. It's his love for Jill, who will be an incredible first lady. It's his love for Hunter and Ashley and his grandchildren and the entire Biden family. And when I first knew Joe as vice president, I really got to know him as a father who loved the ball. My dear friend, who we remember here today, and to my husband Doug, and our children Cole and Ella, and my sister Maya, our whole family, I love you all more than I can ever express. We are so grateful to Joe and Jill for welcoming our family into theirs on this incredible journey. And to the woman most responsible for my presence here today, my mother, Shamanago Harris, who's always in our hearts. And when she came here from India at the age of 19, maybe she didn't quite imagine this moment. but she believes so deeply in an America where the moment like this is possible. So I'm thinking about her and about the generations of women, black women, Asian, white, Latina, Native American women who throughout our nation's history have paved the way of this moment tonight. Women who fought and sacrificed so much for equality, so much for equality, liberty, justice, and for all, including black women who are too often overlooked, but so often prove that they are the backbone of our democracy. All the women who have worked to secure and protect the right to vote for over a century, 100 years ago with the 19th Amendment, 55 years ago with the Voting Rights Act, and now in 2020 with the new generations of women who cast their ballot and continue to fight for their fundamental right to vote and be heard. And I reflect on their struggle, their determination, and the strength of their vision. To see what can be unburdened by what has been, and I reflect, and I stand on their shoulders. What a testimony it is to Joe's character, that he had the audacity to break one of the substantial barriers that exist in our country and select a woman as his vice president. But while I may be the first woman in this office, I will not be the last, because every little girl watching tonight sees that this is a country of possibilities. And to the children of our country, our nation has sent to you a clear message. Dream with ambition, lead with conviction, and see yourselves in a way that others may not, simply because they've never seen it before, but know that we will applaud you every step of the way. And to the American people, no matter who you voted for, I will strive to be a vice president, like Joe was to President Obama, loyal, honest, prepared, waking up every day, thinking of you and your family. Because now is when the real work begins. The hard work, the necessary work, the good work, the essential work, to save our lives and beat this epidemic, to rebuild our economy so what works for working people, to root out systemic racism in our justice system in society, to combat the climate crisis, to unite our country and heal the sorrow of our nation. The road ahead will not be easy, but America is ready, and so are Joe and I. We have elected a president who represents the best in us, a leader the world will watching, and our children will look up to. A commander-in-chief who respects our troops and keep our country safe, and a president for all Americans. And now it's my great honor to introduce the President-elect of the United States of America, Joe Biden.